Hey guys, this is A Renee with Journal, Jot, and Jive. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all. Well, it's been a long time since I have done a YouTube video, and 8 months to be exact. I had to go back and look and say,
hey girl, when the last time you did a video?
And so it was February 16th, 2022. So a lot has been going on since then, y'all. And as usual, okay, I don't care how long I've been gone. If I got to put a disclaimer out here, we're going to put a disclaimer out here. So the first disclaimer is your girl ain't got no nails on. They probably look bad to some of y'all, and some of y'all are probably judging, and you know, that's fine. I have decided that I would like to figure out how to grow my own nails out, child. Y'all know I do hair, some of y'all, but we'll figure that out. Nonetheless, the reason you are here, by the title, it should say something like, let's set up a new journal, because though I have not been on here for 8 months, I have been journaling quite frequently. So I am prepared to set up a new journal, which is a Stalogy half year. I have found that I like that and it works well. So I started this journal in January, and it did take me a while to fill it up. So what a lot of people don't realize is you don't have to journal every single day to be consistent in journaling, but I do recommend that you journal at least 2 to 3 times per week. And I don't place all journal moments inside of here. I also place some of my journal moments in my planners, which that has even changed for the past 8 months, chat. It's been a whole lot going on. So I was trying to figure out, how am I going to do this video? Am I going to talk to y'all the whole time? And if you know me very well, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be no. But before we get started, let's kind of work backwards. What has been going on? Well, your girl is now 41. Your woman, because I'm a lady. But I'm 41 now. My birthday was last Thursday, October 13th. And so one of the fun things that you will see on here briefly, one of my hair clients purchased me this notebook from, what is that place called, y'all? This is from Target, okay? But what I'm gonna do first is we're gonna pause for a second because I need to change the angle of this camera. So let's take a quick little pause. All right, so we are back. Okay, y'all, so she got this for my birthday, and I was trying to figure out, like, hey, how am I gonna use this? And I was like, oh, boom, idea. I like doing things around whatever year I am. So I'm 41. So I decided this is gonna be my, can we get this little dust, honey? I decided this is going to be my year 41 journal / notebook. So I didn't want to primarily say it's going to be a journal because my journal moments go in different places, but this is going to be a book that I keep several things in, okay? So what I did was, you know, I dated it and I said, hey girl,
Hey, this notebook journal belongs to Adrienne Renee Ross. Welcome to chapter 41.
And then I put the date that I started this notebook / journal. All right, so then when you turn the page, we have hello, chapter 41, let the story unfold. And the next page, I did a note to myself. I know some of y'all gonna be nosy, and I'm like, girl, do I really want y'all to see this? Or guy, but it ain't that deep. I mean, it's deep enough for me, but it's deep enough, it ain't too deep that I can't let you see it. So anyway, I wrote a note to myself. And then what is the purpose of this? The purpose is in this notebook journal, why did I put a comma? Girl, I ain't no English teacher. But anyway, in this notebook / journal, I will write my thoughts, ideas, plans, and more for year 41. All right, so that's what I did with that. And then I like list making in my notebooks and journals. So I came up with 41 things during year 41 that I would like to do. As I complete them, I will check them off. So even in the upcoming year, there will be 23 things in 23. So some of them will probably repeat, but again, I like putting those in notebooks and journals. All right, so and then the next page, I set up was speak life. So I'm gonna do 41 affirmations and then 41 moments of gratitude throughout the year. So I'll go in and fill that. So right now that is all that I have in here. But again, it will be journal entries, list, things I want to do. So for example, out of 41 things during year 41, I do have some things that I will be planning out and brain dumping. I would do that inside of here. So that is an idea for some of you all that have several notebooks sitting around the house and you're like,
well, what can I do with this notebook? I really want to use it.
And I don't even think I really be wanting to use stuff, but I like to motivate y'all to use stuff.
So girl, guy, go on and pull out that extra notebook that's up there collecting dust, honey, dust it off and create you a commonplace for your year about you or things that you want to do. So boom, that's that. All right. So, as I said before, this journal is pretty much done. So anytime I say that I have completed a journal, typically there are only like 6 or 5 pages left in the journals, and it's time for me to set up a new journal. I don't like to run out, and then it's like, dang, which journal am I going to use? So I went ahead and pulled this out so I can go ahead and set it up. If you don't know me by now, you should know I love, love, love yellow. So my half year Stalogy is yellow and it needs to be set up. And so what I love about the Stalogy paper, it's super thin. So if you don't like ghosting or seeing other things come through your pages, you probably ain't gonna like this journal. But I like it because it starts out pretty thin and you can bulk it up. Now again, this is a half year notebook / journal. I use it as a notebook, journal, whatever I want it to be. So this is less intimidating versus buying the 365 day Stalogy. I can do either, it doesn't matter for me, but because we are already in October, I don't know how I feel about this rolling over into 2023. So I don't know how I'm gonna make this work, that I can finish this by the end of the year, but I'm gonna try to make it happen. All right, so there are a couple of things that are going on that I'm doing now. So for example, oh my gosh, me smacking my lips and saying y'all please forgive me, because I'm not editing or starting over. We just can't do that today. So what I'm gonna do is a couple of challenges that I have. I'm gonna put those in there, so I should be able to fill up most of this. I'm gonna make it a goal. That's gonna be a goal for me to finish this by the end of this year, so stay tuned for that. So before we do that, I'm pretty sure some of you all want to see, well, like, hey, what do you journal? What does your journal look like? Girl, I decided really not to clean this disc before coming on here. Ooh. So I know some of y'all like, oh, well, can we see a part of your life? You can. So let's go ahead and look at a couple of things in here. Real quick, I don't care what journal, just like the other notebook, a note to self will always be a starting point in my journal. Today will be no different when I set up part of that page, okay? So this is one thing where, again, I write a note to myself like, girl, what's up? Here's the journal, what we're gonna write about. I like to motivate myself, you know, because you have moments that you need that. So after that, I'm gonna show you like a basic journal entry. So there's this song, what's this lady's name? I ain't write her name, but the name of the song is I'm Free. So if you ever get a chance, look it up. But anyway, I really like this song, so I wrote the lyrics. So yes, writing the lyrics of a song can be a journal entry. I added some different elements here, slapped a photo in there, boom, done. Journal entry for that moment. All right, so if again you are looking to get into journaling and you don't know how to get started, this is a great way to get started. Another one, basic, okay? I probably was in my feelings. I'm pretty sure I was in my feelings because I put you repeat the lesson until you learn it. I am thankful, but today wasn't an expensive beep. My mama watched my video, so I ain't gonna say that out loud. Lesson, be mindful, okay? So there are lessons that you have in life, and sometimes you just want to write it, and that's it. That's all I wanted to write because I was probably all in the fields. And I went back to write no whole dictionary or no whole dissertation about the mess up that I made. This was enough to tell me, girl, pull it together. All right. And Chad, I'm still pulling it together. Like a Mother's Day entry. So as you know, I'm showing you things that I'm okay with because y'all pause game. is real. And I do the same thing. I be zooming in, I be reading entries. I be like, oh, this is real interesting. Girl, yes, you are working through your life challenges. Girl, life is looking good for you. Yes, so again, if I let you read it, it's because I want you to see it. This is another one. I'm thinking y'all can see this. If you can't, I will blur it where it needs to be blurred. But I like to incorporate pictures, distressed ink. Something about me and my journal entries that keeps me going back is changing the way it looks. I will switch it up from time to time. So if that is another thing that you are struggling with, boom, honey, just spruce up the page or guide. Another thing that I do at the beginning of each month is I will do a hello page or whatever. And so this was for August. It's seasonal shifts, reflection, and then you turn over, and then whatever happened in August will be in here. Yeah, so here's another one, October. Hopefully I splice this, y'all, because the way I have this break where y'all seeing this desk is real just not cute. So I don't know if there's gonna be some silence in between this editing, but you will see once I do the editing. Another thing I did, so currently in my Journal Jot and Jive Facebook group, I am hosting a free stationary salad and soup challenge, and this is where you will either eat a salad per day or have a bowl, a cup of soup, and you're gonna focus on using stationery that you have sitting around the house. So I made a page for that. So again, I love my journal because it can be creative. I can put whatever I want in it, and I don't leave it, or I don't limit myself to only using it for woe me moments. And so that's one thing I want to encourage. If you find the only time that you open a journal is because something is going wrong, then we got a lot we need to talk about. And I know y'all like, well, girl, you
ain't been here in 8 months. I could have been, on my journal journey, but where have you been?
And honey, living life. Life has been life. All right. But
anyway, y'all, we are going to prepare to set up my new journal, and I'm excited to do so. But with that, y'all done already got about a good 15 minutes of me talking, and that is not normal. So we're going to go ahead and get this started, and we're going to speed this part up. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all, I am finally done setting up my journal. I had a couple of hiccups here and there. I ran out of tape runner. Honey, I ain't run out of tape runner. I was out of tape runner. So I had to try to create some. It was a mess. We are done. All right, y'all. So when I first start my journals, I like them to speak to me, be creative. I like to use different art mediums in my journal before I get to a lot of pen to paper. So I found an R that I've had for years. It can go for my middle or last name, so there's that. On the inside cover, I put down some stickers, a journaling card. People call these journaling cards, and we have to talk about that in another video, but nonetheless, I slipped that in a clear pocket. I had another card, put it under some vellum. Boom, that's the intro of my journal. Now I always glue the first 2 pages together because it's off-centered. So child, I think that was an acorn that hit the roof and I got it for a second. So I'll glue those pages together. The first page that I put in my journal, as I spoke about earlier, is note to self. So I printed out some current pictures. These were actually on my birthday. So I printed those out. I like them to be the most current picture in the new journal that I start. So at the end of the journal, I can go back and look and see how far I've come or what shifts I've made. And I can typically tell in my eyes, smile, all the above. All right, so I'll go in and write a note to myself. So then the next one I did is called Speak Life. This is some washi sticker, and then I'll write down affirmations that speak to me. All right, and later I'll show y'all this once I fill them in. Then I created a gratitude page, put down some stickers, some washi, and that was that. And then the last page I set up was my October page. As I mentioned before, between every month I set up a page, so it'll be October, November. So if I don't date a particular entry, I know that it occurred within that month. So I did October 2022. Let's fall into it. And so we will get started. So today I will start moving into this journal. I'll add in about the salad challenge that I talked to y'all about. So y'all will see this pop up. If you don't see it on YouTube, you'll see it on Instagram. So I'm not gonna make no promises about any videos, but I did want to share this with you all. So again, thank you so much for joining this video. You ain't joined it, you watched it, but nonetheless, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. So anytime I post a video, you are in the know, and it doesn't matter if it's 8 months, 8 days, 8 seconds, just make sure you're in the know. All right, make sure you share this video with people that you feel like can benefit from it. And until then, open those journals, write your heart out unapologetically and authentically. I'll catch you on the next one.